Hey everybody, Sharon here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Subnautica below zero, and we're going to be going for the Into the Unknown achievements today. This is to beat the game. What you want to do is want to get into the game, hit start, left bumper and right bumper in the pause menu to get access to the developer menu. Head on inside here. This will give you access to cheat codes, which should speed the game up quite significantly. First cheat you want to use is the teleport cheat. Make sure you warp on over to the fabricator base as your first location. Once you make the jump, make sure you head on inside. Once you are in here, you are going to want to make your way to the back room. You should be in this area with this giant octagon in the background. Turn to your left. You should notice these three tubes right here. Each of these tubes is going to require you to craft something in order to get to the next part of the game. So we're going to go back into the dev menu. I recommend enabling both the Bob the Builder and Fast Build cheats. This will allow you to have all the building materials that you can ever need, and it should also cut down on any wait times we have between builds. So what you want to do is you want to go up to each of the three tubes, and you want to make sure you craft whatever it asks you to craft. You can only do one at a time, unfortunately, so just start on the left and then work your way over to the right. The only important thing you want to keep in mind is as soon as you start crafting the third item, you want to make sure you make a save and then quit out of the game and then load the game back up. The reason for that is there's going to be another achievement that we can get right after this, and of course, if you have the dev menu still up, you cannot get the achievement. So as soon as you start the crafting process, make sure you save and quit out, load the game back up, and once you load back in, you should load up in the middle of the crafting process. All you have to do is just wait this one out. Unfortunately, we don't have fast build, so this one is going to take quite a while, so just be a little patient on this one. But as soon as the third item crafts, we should have the go ahead in order to move on with the game. And since we don't have the dev menu up anymore, we should be able to get the achievement. So once that's done, make sure you go over to the octagon thing. The console should light up. What you want to do is want to make sure you click on it, and then you're going to get a pretty lengthy cutscene where we are going to meet this alien guy who is going to navigate us through the rest of the game. So just let the cutscene play out. After it's done, make sure you go up to him and then talk to him. You should get another cutscene, and then once that's over, you should be good for our first achievement. So 150 gamer score for this one called Out of Mind. Now that we have it unlocked, we can be free to re-enable the dev menu. So again, hit the start button, left bumper, right bumper to re-enable it, go inside, and the next cheat we are going to use is the teleport cheat to warp over to Outpost 0. So make sure you make the jump over there. This should teleport you to where the end of the game takes place. That's the last cheat code we're going to need actually. So again, make sure you make a save and then quit out and then load the game back up. We no longer need any more cheat codes in order to finish up the game. We just needed that one cheat code in order to save ourselves the walking. So once you load back in, you should be back at the outpost. Make sure you turn to the right of the outpost, and then you want to head through this cave right here. It's a pretty long walk, however, it is pretty linear, so you can't really get lost. Just follow the path until you get inside this cave right here. Once you are in here, you should notice our alien friend is going to join back up with us in this indoors bit. Make sure you go up to him, and then he is going to get through the story beats, and then all you have to do is just wrap around and then proceed to the next room. So just head on down here and then up the stairs, and then make sure you turn and then head through here. Make sure you talk to him. You should get some more cutscene stuff, lots of cutscene stuff, typical end game things that you need to do. But you are going to eventually hop through this portal. Once you are inside here, make sure you go up to him. He is going to basically ask you to help him build his spaceship to escape the planet or something like that. No major spoilers here, so just make sure you skip through that, and then eventually you need to help him fix it. All you have to do is just make sure you interact with these two downed pillars. So just go up to it, hit the A button, and that should realign it. There's going to be one on the left and then one in the upper right. Thankfully, these do not require any crafting materials, so we do not need any cheats to help us out with this one. It's literally just doing as the alien tells us to. So just make sure you get the two pillars in place, and then eventually he's going to ask you to return to him, and then do some more talking, and then some cutscene stuff is going to happen. Proceed through all of that. You can't skip it, unfortunately, so just trudge through it the best you can if you don't care too much for the story. Once you get through it, the spaceship should end up being reconstructed, and then what you have to do is you have to make sure you head on inside. So he's going to tell you to hop into the tractor beam. So just go underneath the spaceship and then make the warp inside. And then once inside, you're going to get even more talking. Lots of talking, obviously. But whenever you get control of your character, the last thing you have to do is just make sure you buckle up. So grab the safety rail right over here, and then you should blast off. Then another pretty lengthy cutscene is going to play out, but that should be the end of the game. Once you start to the ending credits, you should be good for your Beat the Game achievement. There it is, 200 gamer score, and there is the game beat in only 5 minutes. And that's all there is to it.